Welcome. This is going to be a little bit different. This is not going to be a very long video, and it's not going to be scary, per se. This is just a calming thing that I want you all to be able to listen to, like trying to sleep or something. I don't know, I'm sorry. I kind of ruined the ambiance, but it's just a calming little Christmas story that y'all can listen to when you sleep, and I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get right on into the video. During the month of December, whispers were flying around the town of Cartersville. Among the whispers were wild rumors full of mystery and curiosity. This happened every year around this time. There was only 5 days left until Christmas. Panic sweeping the area. Parents rushing to buy gifts for their rotten children at home. A white blanket of snow laid itself across the town, sugar-coating trees like cakes and cookies. Mark, a little boy who took it upon himself to explore his area of dangers, was currently on one of his missions. During Christmas time, he found that the town was much more prone to danger, slipping on ice, getting too cold for your own good, and Christmas decoration accidents. He considered himself to be the hero of his town, looking after it like how a mother looks after her sick child. Mark found much pleasure in keeping his town safe, although this year was different. As he was walking around his block on the way to the forest, he subconsciously eavesdropped, something his mother always told him he needed to stop doing. The tale he heard made his jaw drop, sending shivers up his spine, yet a strange sense of courage and wonder overcame him. The story began. Every 100 years, when the sun falls on Christmas Eve, there is said to be a house that springs up from the ground. It is filled with gifts and toys, anything and everything you could ever dream of. Although, there is one thing that everyone wants: the Book of Christmas Eve. Its powers are spoken to be in the paper. They say that what you write in it will come true. There are supposedly glowing candy canes that mark the way to this building, with a base made from chocolate to a roof made of gingerbread. Filled with wonder, as every child who had heard this story had become, Mark rushed back to his house so that he could prepare for his oncoming mission. So, Mark rested all that he could, drinking hot cocoa and eating cookies to gain the strength that he was going to need for his oncoming mission. It was not exactly dangerous, but it would definitely be tedious. He was sure that it would not be an easy task. Although, he was not going to do this for the fame. A year back, Mark had lost his best friend. His name was Cruiser, and he was the best puppy a growing boy could have. Mark badly wanted him back, so that they could protect the town together like they used to. Days passed, and before he knew it, it was the day of Christmas Eve. Mark packed a lunchbox with a sugar cookie and a juice box, since it is what all the cool kids at his school had. Along with his delicious and nutritious lunch, he had a flashlight in hand. Now that Mark was equipped with the essentials, he triple-mounted his shoes and was off into the winter wonderland, which many other people called the park. As the snow crunched under his boots, Mark was filled with sadness. He began to question whether he was really up for the task. As the demeaning thoughts came to his head, he heard a rather familiar bark. Mark lifted his head, filled with an emotion no person could ever explain. Confusion, fright, happiness. All he saw was a single glowing candy cane. Mark grinned from ear to ear. He ran to it, scouting for others. To no surprise, he found a trail of them. So Mark was off into the wilderness. He had never run with so much fury before. The snow was at his mercy along with the branches that had fallen to the floor. Or that was how he saw it. Before he knew it, he stood at a doorway made out of sugared graham cracker, with an oversized peppermint as a doorknob. He twisted the peppermint doorknob and opened the door to find mountains of toys. Mark held himself together, knowing he came for one thing and one thing only. He rushed throughout the building, stepping in fudge and falling into a pile of cotton candy. As he sighed with frustration, another bark bounced off the walls. He flung himself toward the sound and looked up, peering at a floating book. He jumped as high as he could to grab the book, which was not much. The book slipped from his fingers. He started to speak of his purpose to the book, hoping it would come down to him, which it did not. Instead, the book opened, removing a piece of paper from itself down into Mark's little hands. He jumped once again, this time with glee. Suddenly, a rumbling came from all around Mark. He knew what was happening. It was almost midnight. He did not want to be late to bed, and feared that Santa would not come to his house. So, he rushed to the door, scrambling out of the house. As he turned his head, he saw the candy-coated house fall down into the earth, with no traces left behind him. Walking back home, out of breath, Mark went into his house and then into his room. Paper clutched in his hand, writing, "My puppy Cruiser." Just as he finished dotting the I, a deep sleep overcame him, one filled with a dream even sweeter than the house he had previously been in. Child's imagination is the best gift of all. Christmas morning had come. Mark, rising to rub his eyes and back, it was not the best idea to fall asleep in his chair. But he had had a long, strenuous adventure, so of course someone like him needed to rest immediately. Then it overcame him. It was Christmas! He rushed downstairs, tracing fudge from the previous nights all over the floor. His eyes searched everywhere, finally scanning the tree. Under the trunk of the ornament-hung tree was a dog. More specifically, Cruiser. Mark ran to him, filled with the love only a pet owner understands. And that was the short little Christmas story. If you guys want to know where this came from, it's from r/tellmeabedtime. Tell me bedtime? Yeah. r/bedtime stories, I think. Yeah, r/bedtime stories. And the story is called A Boy's Imagination, a Christmas story. And I thought this would be a good story to read off because it's almost Christmas. We have about a week or so, I believe. Christmas is next week. After next week. We have a week after this. And then it's Christmas. So, that's gonna be fun. But we're very close to Christmas. And I thought that the next couple videos would be nice to read off some Christmas stories. Because they're actually really nice to listen to and very calming, and they don't strain my throat as much as the scary stories do. Because I don't have to do a lot of voices or strain my voice in order to get the right ambiance that I want to do. So I'm very glad that I chose to do this, because otherwise I would be not able to talk, because my throat would be strained too much, because I'm not particularly used to recording yet, and it's slightly harder than I expected it to be. But at the same time, it's not bad. I'm getting a lot of feedback from friends of mine, and that's the reason I started doing GIFs instead of putting tape over my camera. And the rain in the background is also something that a friend of mine suggested. Rain or music or something. It's calming and gives a lot of ambiance to the stories. I'm not sure if I'm going to switch it, because the way YouTube's algorithms work and their TOS is I can't use music in the background without getting copyright striked. And seeing as I don't particularly have anything to copyright strike at the moment, I don't want to get in trouble with big ol' YouTube, you know? Because I'm just starting out. I've got like 5-6 videos maybe, and I don't want to immediately get my channel terminated because I decided to put music in the background. So for now, we'll just stick to rain and rain GIFs and be done with it. It'll be easier for now, until I can start doing my own stuff, as in starting my own music, because I kind of want to do that at some point. I have a lot of lyrics written down and songs made out that I could post, but I don't have a way to put music in the back, and I kind of want to do that. And I don't want to post just videos of me singing because I'm self-conscious of that, and I kind of want to put music with it, so I'm very sorry if I kind of ruined the ambiance of the story ending, but yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you guys enjoy, and if you did, leave a like or a comment just letting me know. If you guys want to give me tips or anything in the comments, that would be great too. Because honestly, I could take all of the help that I can get, because this channel is special to me. And this is my 3rd time restarting, and the other 2 times were very junky and weren't well put together. And this time I think that it's going pretty well, considering it's not messing with my anxiety as much to record. So, oh god, this video is turning into just me talking. I'm sorry. I'll do another thing like this sometime. Maybe I'll explain more stuff at some point instead of doing read narration. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video. I need to stop talking. I'm nervous. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope that you stop in for the next one. Thank you for watching, listening, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye!